In this video, we're going to take a look at the collective, universal, thus global energy for the Taurus full moon total lunar eclipse. That falls on November 8th, 2022, though is in influence through March 6th, 2023. Thank you for tuning in and watching. My name is Edward, psychic medium, your soul messenger host, assisting the soul, including myself, to live, love, and manifest a life that our soul intended for us to live this lifetime. Let's get busy. Also, animal communicator and psychic medium. Very well. Now, quick introduction. Go to my website, Ragosta.community. Link readings. That's where you can see my current rates and arrange a session with me, telephone, or if you're in our local, if you can get to Sugarloaf, New York, I'm there most weekends. And then go to my website, Ragosta.community. Link Medium Tarot TV. This video will be there. All my other free videos will be there. And you can also subscribe to my video subscription service, Medium Tarot TV Plus. Feed your soul. All right. Daily videos. Insight, foresight. All right. Let's get to it. So we're going to pick up where we left off from the last video. And we're going to start in with the current week energy. So it's going to be the strongest November 8th through the 15th, but it's going to be in play throughout the cycle, which I felt it was going to be, I think it's 4 months. Yeah. All right. Basically 4 full lunar cycles. So we have the weak energy of improvement with finances. That's what it really comes down to. So this really is a good time to put in time, energy, and effort to make more money. More money. So I realize there's, a lot more to life than making money, but it certainly does help when we're on planet Earth. So what we really have to be careful of, and it's always around this time of year, and anything discussed is going to be like times 10 because it's a total lunar eclipse. Never mind a lunar eclipse. Total is totality. It's fullness. It's the full Monty, basically. It's 1,000%. And the other side of the coin, if you will, because this is very much having to do with money and finances, is poverty consciousness. And that's what we really have to check in to see how we're doing with that. If we have it, are we working with it? Are we aware of it? And that's basically the analogy I always give of, do you see the glass as half empty or half full? Half empty, you're coming from loss or lack, which, we've all had unfavorable things happen to us in the past, but we can't cling on to that energy memory, so we keep repeating it. Because the energy within is what we attract, create, manifest. Regardless if we say and do all the right things. And then if we see the glass as half full, then that allows room for more, for the universe to just provide and to fill our cup once again, so that it's a cycle. So that means not being afraid to spend money when it's appropriate. Now, I said when it's appropriate, but not to have fear of spending money. Because if we block out of fear, then we actually stop the flow of money coming into our lives. Ain't that a kick in the head, right? The exact opposite of what we want to do. Because money is an exchange of energy. It is a flow. And this is very much a go with the flow type time period. And interestingly enough, this feels more like a new moon than a full moon. So to magnify that by 10 is really good because the possibilities are really great. If you're willing to play the game of life. All right. To be continued. So this is the astrological influence of Taurus. Well, I mean, planet Mercury in Taurus. So Mercury is our mind. Taurus can be fixed. So we have to be careful not to have a fixed mind, way of thinking, mentality, like it has to be this way or no way, because then you're limiting your possibilities of making money or how much you can make. Understandable, you might have standards and you want things to be a certain way, but there still has to be that give and take with the next energy that we're going to be talking about. Otherwise, you're going to lose out. It's not necessary. So we have to be flexible. Okay. You could be driven, but we have to be flexible. But still, great as there's great possibilities. Much is possible. Absolutely. Great potential. That's what I meant to say. All right. Very well. All right. Let's move on to the next energy. This is the day energy. Now, let's see what's going on. So we have the moon in Taurus. We have the full moon and total lunar eclipse at 6:02 a.m. Eastern. That would be 3:02 a.m. Pacific. Adjust the time to where you are on the globe, if different. Color of the day is red. Quite interesting. It is election day, general, and it's also known as the morning moon. Mourning. Now, here comes the interesting part. This is the energy it's ruled by, as far as I'm concerned, the planet Jupiter, which is luck, expansion, growth. Soul growth, soul evolution, name of the game. But growth and evolution, still great. This is the energy of fate, as far as I'm concerned. Now, I believe we create our own fate and our own luck, which Jupiter is also known associated with, by doing the right things, being in the moment, being at the right place at the right time. That's being in the moment. Our mindset has to be in the moment. We can project forward when we're planning, but day to day operations, we have to stay in the moment. That's where all the magic happens. We have to be aware. And there is a lot going on. A lot going on. This is going to be a lot of activity. A lot of things are going to be stirred up. Absolutely. But I think that's a good thing. And we have to be okay. We have to be okay with fluctuations. Okay? So again, we are putting in our time, energy. I just want to see when we were in this energy last. We're putting in the time and energy, and we will reap the rewards. Okay? That's the good part. We had this energy as part of our solar month of Libra 2022. So if you can think back at that month, which was, let's see, that was September 22nd through October 22nd. It basically was like a whirlwind. Well, here we are again. But this time, it definitely includes people. And the people, that's the next energy. People, those we connect with, align with, and since the next energy is minor arcana energy of karma, and here we have fate, well, be open, flexible to meeting someone important for our lives moving forward. Whether that be, it definitely could be business related, whether that be personal or more, like l'amour, love, that's to be seen. But even if it's a good associate, business associate, or friend, believe me, they're worth their weight in gold if they are true and loyal. All right. So this really feels like things are going to kick up a notch, especially for those who have been, like plodding away, doing the right things with business and financial matters. Now things are definitely going to pick up. Let's put it that way. It might not be exactly what we want it to be until a later time, but that's okay. At least we're going to start to see results. And with that, we will glide forward, confidently glide forward. We'll keep moving forward. Happy go lucky will be us. Will be I. It will be we. Us really. All right. Now the next energy, which is a very nice one, which is the psychic insight theme for this Taurus full moon, total lunar eclipse. The astrological influence is moon in Taurus. So if you have a Taurus moon, you're activated, empowered, and triggered. You can look to see where Jupiter is in your chart if you're astrologically inclined, because that's where you're going to get a good dose of stirring up. Indeed. I don't see that as a bad thing because think of it like opening up a window the first day of spring after a long, cold winter. We need the fresh air. We need the stimulants. So that's what I feel it's going to do. So, like I said, this is the minor arcana energy of karma. So it all has to do with people being aligned with the proper people. It's definitely business related. It could be personal. And this very much feels like a small group or unit of people that we should align with. That's what this really feels like. So it looks like that's going to come into the realm of possibilities for us, and whether we go with it or not, of course, that's up to us. I think we should if it feels right. I think we should. And it could be a small group of people within a larger group or organization. Not a clique, but it just feels right. You bounce off of each other in a healthy way. Indeed, that's what this really feels like. And I think that's something to look forward to. And in closing notes, I would say, and then I'll talk about the theme healing song. In closing notes, I would say if there's anything we need to iron out the kinks with the flow of money, perhaps doing an inventory of products that we have, if we're selling, or ingredients that we need, or balancing our checkbook, or anything of the like, would make great sense. Sooner as opposed to later. All right, depending on when you watch this video. All right, now my favorite part, the theme healing song. I got two songs. One, the first one was Spinning Wheel by Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and it was released in 1968. Spinning Wheel, believe me, there's going to be a lot of fluctuations, but I really feel it's going to be for the positive if we are flexible. Got to be patient, and we're able to adjust when needed. Because it doesn't feel like a constant, steady energy. It feels like a lot, things being stirred up, but I don't feel it is negative. It's all on our perspective, of course, but in itself, it does not feel negative at all. It feels like an opportunity from the universe. So that sounds pretty good to me. And the other song that I heard in my head was, and these are two songs I just heard in my head, so I didn't have to look for them. Hold Your Horses by First Choice 1979. That's a disco song. I kind of do remember it back in the day. So there you have it. So Hold Your Horses is an upbeat song because it's disco, but it's saying, in time, our day will come. Even that's another song. Everything will be in its proper time. Basically, that's the message of the song, though it's, of course, a fun, upbeat song. So whichever one you relate to. But I would definitely say Spinning Wheel is the main one. And perhaps Hold Your Horses is good for keep your spirits up if need be. All right. So I hope we all have a great lunar eclipse, full moon. There's a lot going on. Gemini and Scorpio are our energy mascots for zodiac year 2022 that started April 1st. So they're still activated, powered, and triggered for the solar month when this lunar eclipse appears. We have Neptune, so that's going to help us with our perspective, even if it's at first forced perspective, like a loving force from the universe. And also, there's a youthful energy of the air signs Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, which would usually be, it's a youthful energy, so it would usually be 28 years old or younger, male, female. They're activated, empowered, and triggered as well, the air signs. All right, have the best one possible. We hope to see you real soon. If not telephone reading or in person, Sugarloaf, New York, then in our next video. Thanks. Take care.